Hello, everyone. I hope you all are keeping safe in light of this COVID situation. And I'm sure that many of you all are feeling the strife of being pushed into a lockdown situation. It is not pleasant, I'm sure. And many of us have gone into a much darker times. But the good thing is, I suppose that you can bounce back and reflect on the experiences of others, such as these videos that you may come across on YouTube. May it help you, assist you to get through the situation. And most governments around the world have already commenced their vaccination rollout to their citizens. So please do the needful, quarantine yourselves if you have been tested positive. Do whatever is required of you. Stay safe, stay strong. We will all get through this together, of course. Now, Midhuna Rasi natives, who are the Gemini Lagna or Gemini Rasi natives, they are experiencing Ashtama Sani, and it is quite an extensive period of strife for them, because Sani is a natural 8th house owner, and he has gone back into the 8th house. So naturally, Midhuna Rasi natives are feeling a stranglehold of Sani. Sani is a complete malefic planet, as opposed to Jupiter, who is a completely benefic planet. Jupiter doesn't know how to do evil, as opposed, again, as aligning your nature, or the nature of man, women, humans naturally have activities to do in this world. We are born, we go to school, we get a job, start a family, raise kids, and then it is the sunset of your life. So all these are phases, and different phases we have activities, and the Sanskrit word for such activities is very, very roughly put into place as karma. Karma in this sense, not as action, reaction. You do good things, you have good karma, bad things, bad karma. It is not that. Karma in the sense of action. You know, you're going and brushing your teeth in the morning or after a meal. So that is karma. Action as in not thought-based action, but action where there is a physical rendition of your physical structure. That means your body is doing something, such as you're going for a jog, you're playing golf, you're washing the car, you're helping the needy, for example. All those are karma, and Sani is a Karagan of karma. So I thought that it would be sensible to put up some videos about the secrets of Sani, Bhagawan, and I saw it fit to make short parts of the exposure of such secrets. So I thought of making a 5-part video. This is obviously part 1, and I'll try to make it within 10 minutes each, but there is a lot of ground to cover. Sani Bhagawan is the one that is most feared by people, especially when you go through a Sani Dasa, Ashtama Sani, or a Yaldra Sani, or Sadhe Sati. Any period of Sani is frowned upon. It causes a lot of fear. It is a double-edged sword. Yes, it is going to be a difficult striving time, but no, he doesn't do negative things all the time. Sani can do good depending on how he's placed in your chart. So there are some secrets, there are some nuances to how he actually garners his weight around you. Let us put it that way. So obviously we are all of different lagnas and rasis, and as such, Sani will either do good, be neutral, or do complete evil to you. Evil in the sense of putting you through hardship, or in worse situation, extreme hardship. You won't be just losing money, for example. He will make you bankrupt. He will actually drag you to court and sign the petition to the court stating that for the next 10 years, I am declaring myself to be a bankrupt. Sani can do that depending on how the conjunction drishti of other planets, which planet, which bhava or house that Sani himself owns. For example, Midhuna Rasi, I have mentioned, he's the 8th house owner. But let us look into all of this in the 5-part video. So part 1, here we go. So let us start with the simple South Indian natal chart or Rasi chart. I have started with the Kala Chakra. Kala, as we know, means time, Chakram as in the wheel, and we also know that Sani is the Karagan for time, right? Sani may give you hardship, he'll give you debt, as in monetary debt, he'll give you diseases, he will give you enemies. I've spoken about Sani extensively in other videos, so I'm not going to go in depth here, but I will tell you, he's also the Karagan, or he's also the custodian or the aspect of time, Kala. He gives you time, he gives you long life, right? But he will give you pain. So it may not be a pleasant thing to live a painful situation for a long time. But Sani is such a planet. So the only, okay, now in a sidetrack note, the only time you should go to Navagraham and pray to Sani on a Saturday by lighting the lamp is if the native has met an accident or dying of old age or through sickness, dying of sickness, and you would like to extend that person's life, and that person is going through a Sani period, only then you should go and pray to Sani. Because Sani only gives you what he has. He gives you, like I said, painful situations, diseases, enemies, but he gives you time. So that's the only reason why you should go to Sani on a Saturday with a lamp lighting ceremony. Anyhow, this is the Kala Chakram. The standard Kala Chakram starts with Aries or Mesham as house number 1, and then it goes in a clockwise fashion to house number 12 here. Now, we also know that house number 1 is so placed because the star Sun, or the planet Sun, as you'd call Suryan, enters into this house at 0 degrees 01 minutes, let's say. So at the beginning of this edge of this house here, he enters at Tamil New Year's Day. And the first star here is Ashwini, followed by Bharani and such. Ashwini is the first star owned by Ketu, and the sun moves over from house number 12 as in the previous year to the new Tamil year here. New Year Day is when the sun actually steps into the house of Mesham. As such, this house is given the significance of house number 1, and also sun gets exalted here. We also know that Ketu because the first star here, I would make a separate video about the 27 stars of the chart in a very extensive video. I would imagine it would take definitely longer than 3 hours to talk about the 27 stars. But first star here, Ashwini, first star of the 27, owned by Ketu, and we know that Ketu represents changes, amongst other things. So he's changing the year from the old year to the new year. And in South India, where all of these chart system actually started, South Indian chart system, Tamil New Year occurs around April. And that's when the harvest season brings bountiful harvest, and you can start your new life. So with the proceeds that you may gather from your harvest. So again, Ketu representing change, sun is exalted here. The summer season starts in South India, bountiful harvest, again, all those wonderful things. So house number 1 here, all the way to 12. So as mentioned, each of these houses being 12 in numbers, corresponding to, amongst other things, 12 months of the year. Each of these 12 houses have got a custodian or a house owner. Again, I've mentioned this in a previous video, but I will just tell you again. The moon and the sun is in the rightmost, and they occupy the middle right, as here. So moon being the mother, sun being the father, also the king, and this the queen, and amongst other things, right? This is the mind, this is the sun being the sense of physical energy that you may have, your vitality of life. So if sun is, for example, in this house where he is debilitated, and he's sitting next to Sani and Rahu, so sun is completely malefic. He has lost his sense of energy for you, so you would be rather weak in your life. You are not physically strong. You don't play any sports. You get up late. You are always sluggish, for example. So you can, so astrology, such as it is, you have to look at the nuances. You must always go to the next level. There's always a next level in astrology when it comes to doing a reading for a native. So again, moving a bit off track, but that's fine. A lot of information when it comes to astrology, it just doesn't end. So any video, any minute in the video, any of my videos that you're watching, I'm sure you will get a new piece of information, some knowledge that would be useful for you. Sun and the moon, again, rightmost here, you can see exact opposite to that is Saturn, owns 2 houses. Now the moon and the sun, they own 1 house each, and all the other planets, they follow the alignment or the position in the solar system. For example, let us look at the sun, and the moon is here. You can imagine that actually the moon orbits around the earth. So you can say that the earth is also involved somehow in this structure, in this position next to the moon, because wherever the moon is, the earth is bound to be there. But in other ancient texts on astrology, they say that the placement of the earth is actually here, and all around is the orbits of all the other planets. Yes and no, which I will talk about in another video yet again, not here. So next to the sun, if we know the position of the other planets in the solar system, using the old adage that I think most of us know, my very educated mother just served us 9 pies. So my, as in M, started Mercury, very, Venus. So again, Mercury moves out of these two houses here. Venus, Venus is in this two. Educated, as in E, Earth. So we can skip Earth because again, Earth is somewhere here. Educated, Mother, M, again, Mars. Just, J, Jupiter. Served, as Saturn. Earth's 9 pies, as in Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, which we do not consider in the Indian Vedic astrology system, because beyond Saturn, Saturn is the last planet that gets the sun rays. So beyond that, the other planets don't really receive the sun rays, or they receive it in a very, very delayed time, which is more than weeks and months, in fact. So we will forego that. Anyway, so you can see that the position of the planets here and also on at the top, they follow the distance from the sun naturally, as it is in the reality out there in space, right? But house number 1 is given to the planet Mars. Again, various other reasons, the ancient reasons that were given. Mars, as in men are from Mars, women are from Venus. So men first, women second. Why? Because the sole breadwinner of household were actually men in the past. Modern times, it is not necessarily so, which is a very good shift to us. And also, again, I would have to remind you all that Vedic astrology was created at a time where even money didn't exist. The sense of commerce and going to work, accumulating wealth was not the priority of life. In fact, accumulation of wealth was a negative aspect. It was frowned upon. Everyone at those ancient times, when the Vedic system, the Vedic astrology system came into being, everyone, the goal of life for everyone was actually to attain mukti, enlightenment, is to leave this mortal coil and to be never be born again. And that's why Sani, who is the Kala Karagan, as part of the Kala Chakram. Kala Chakra is actually a Buddhist terminology. So Sani is a planet which gives you things that you don't need in this world, things that will make sure you get born again and again. That means you're moving away from the goal of life, which is mukti, which is enlightenment. You are moving away from enlightenment when you should be moving towards the light. These two planets are the luminary planets. The dark planet is here, Sani. You should be moving here, but Sani again and again pulls you down, and amongst other things, this being the Kali Yugam, the age of darkness. So I will make another video about Kali Yugam and the prominence of the planet Saturn and also Rahu Ketu. And as you can see, Rahu Ketu, they do not have their own bhava. But again, that's another topic altogether, another video. So placement of planets and being the custodian and owners of houses. So that is the objective of this particular slide here. And again, so we follow the clockwise fashion. I've picked this up from the JPL of Caltech, who is have got strong ties, and they work closely with NASA. So this is a reference of the solar system sizes and distance of planets, of course. So do not be alarmed. It's actually very straightforward. We use a system of distance called AU, or Astronomical Units. Very simply said that the Earth from the sun is 1. 1 AU is wherever the sun is and the Earth is 1 AU away. Meaning that 0.39 is the AU from the sun, right? 1.5, that means the planet Mars is 0.5 AU away from the Earth, right? Now we can see that Saturn and Jupiter over here. Jupiter is 5.2 times further than the Sun. Saturn is almost 10 times. So, and between Jupiter and Saturn, you can see they are almost double, in fact. Right. So Saturn is 9 times further away from the Sun than the Earth. Earth is 1 times away. Saturn is 9 times, 9.54 times to be accurate. And that is quite a distance away. And this is the last planet that gets the photons of the Sun. So I guess the objective of this slide is to show you all that Jupiter and Saturn, they are far away, but Saturn is much, much further. And of course, we've got the other planets beyond Saturn. Now, looking back at the chart, so this is the first secret of the planet Saturn. I've said that between the moon and the sun here, particularly the sun, and then you've got the position of planets naturally as it is in the solar system. Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, the same as above, which is fine, right? So we know that Saturn is the furthest from the sun. But if we were to look at these two houses, house number 11 and 12, you see Saturn, although he is the furthest, but the last house is given to Jupiter. Why didn't Jupiter come here? Naturally, if you were to think about it, logically, the 12th house is the last house. Last house should be owned by the planet, which is the most furthest away from the sun. But it has gone again. This the furthest, this the furthest, right? 2 houses owned by Saturn, which is fine. Then it comes back closer, and house number 12 is given to the custody of Jupiter. Why is that? Why did Jupiter get the last house? Well, to answer this, amongst other things, you have to know, again, 27 stars or the nakshatra comes into this equation when we answer this question. Why is Jupiter given the last house and not Saturn? Jupiter is Guru in Sanskrit, or as in Tamil, and in every Indic language. Guru as in gu, darkness, ru as to remove. So Guru means the person or the thing, as in the planet, the thing that removes darkness from you. So Guru is a complete benefic planet, and he occupies house number 12. So what is the significance of house number 12? House number 12 is the last house. So it represents your feet, as in the physical structure. Number 1 is your head, and it goes around through various organs, comes to your feet. 12, so it's the last thing in your life. It represents the endings of things. It represents the destruction of things, the final phase of your life, your death, the end. It also represents things beyond this universe, things that are unknown. Everything that is known in the universe is in the first 11 houses. 12 is the mystical unknown house, right? It's also called the house of Mukti. Again, coming back to the purpose of life and the purpose of finding out the forecasting, rather, the purpose of forecasting a person's life, particularly a male native in those day and age. They wanted to know whether the male would get married or he would be prompted to get married and leave the household with the wife and children behind, and he's going off to attain mukti, which is not favorable by the parents of the bride, if you can imagine that. So 12 is the house of mukti, and is the final things that represents the final endings of functions in your life. Jupiter is the guru, and the significance of this is you have gone through house number 11 with Sani. Sani is the Karagan of time, also the Karagan of karma from your past, right? Again, I've spoken about this. So house number 1, 5, and 9 represents the triangle or the trikona, which Sani, the planet Sani, comes into play, and he brings out the karma of your past for you to pay back in this present life. Not all of it, some of it, right? So after going through a phase of karma with Sani, you would have to acknowledge that there are some lessons learned in this life. Sani has given you the karma. You have done ill to someone in the past, for example. In this birth, you have to go through the reaction pair of it, action, reaction. So this birth is all about reaction with that person whom you have done an ill will with. And then Jupiter comes at the end and says, so what have you learned about it? What was the lesson learned? The guru has come at the end, not Sani. There is another ancient Buddhist quote, and many Buddhist sects say that this particular quote was rendered by the Buddha himself, Siddhartha Gautama Buddha, which, let me say it out here, then we will explore what it means. Sarva loham pakampito, or sarva loka pakampito. We know sarva loka means the entire universe. Sarva means everything. Loka, as in existence, the physical manifestation of God. This is, again, Theravada Buddhism is the Advaita Buddhism, where we believe, or this sect of Buddhism believe that the creator and the creation is actually the same thing. It is all part of, it is a non-dual existence. That means the creator and the creation is the same. We are all part of his dream anyway. So Loka, as in the dream, or in the modern context known as the existence. So everything in the existence, Pakambito, is a vibration, right? We are all vibrating with certain frequency. Even the gross solid objects are, if you were to look through with electron microscopes, you can see that atomic structures are vibrating. Even solid objects such as the table or this laptop, this metallic structure that I am using as a laptop, if you were to look inside, it may seem very gross. Even planets, gas planets, Jupiter, Saturn, both are gas planets, right? The sun is a star. The moon, Mercury, Earth, Venus, yes, a bit more solid, but even planets, all of existence is just waves and wavelets. So they have vibration. So the great Buddha actually says, Sarva lokam pakambito, everything is vibrating. Liquid, solid, gaseous states of things. It's just vibration. And we know now through modern technology, we know planets around the solar system, even beyond, they do emit radio waves to us, and a particular wavelet that comes to dominate us. For example, if you are going through Sani Dasa, Sani Bhukti, or Ashtama Sani, Yaldra Sani, we know that the wavelets of Sani is going through your spine at that particular period. And it is vibrating in such a way where you have to manifest that planet's characteristics. So, Sarva Lokam Pakampitu, everything is vibrating. And through all of this, so what is again, why is this the last planet? Again, the answer is ancient in the sense that you have to learn something of all this, saying that imagine if this is your last birth ever in the existence of everything, in this present existence around it. If this is your final birth, meaning that your past karma is null and void after this, you're not going to be born again, meaning that you would know the truth, the final lesson of the universe, which is what? Everything is vibration. Even your thoughts, your desire, your pain, your suffering, it's all just, how do you suffer in the end? There is another video that I spoke about. Why do you suffer? Because, or rather, why do you suffer during Ashtama Sani, Yaldra Sani? Is because you want something, you desire something, and you're not getting it, because Sani Bhagawan doesn't allow you to get it, doesn't allow you to feel pleasure, and you feel frustrated. It's all self-manifested. All the waves in your mind is also waves. Your thoughts in your mind, everything is vibration. Your physical structure, your thoughts, emotion, wants, likes, dislikes, everything. So when you know, if it's your last birth, you will know in a very spiritual and in a very true and complete way, all of existence is just one giant wavelet which correspond to the dream of the creator. Now let us talk, since we're talking about wavelets and all that. So when I approach Vedic astrology, I always talk about the scientific nuances, the approach in scientific way. Vedic astrology is science. And I am, for one, in pursuit of it, and to bring it out to my fellow clients and to the people out there, that the study of Vedic astrology is ancient, it is accurate. Many of the ancient sages and saints of India have hit spot on that astrology is just an extension of astronomy. So the astronomy section of the Vedic sciences was done extensively. Amongst those research was that they have listened to the sounds of planets. So I have picked up a couple, which is for Saturn, we have the radio emissions. Again, I pick it up from the more prominent sources. So here we have the NASA website. I've given the link here. You can listen to these radio emissions of the planet Saturn, which have changing frequencies, apparently, and you can read through this. Again, if you want to know what kind of energy is going through your spine during Ashtama Sani, for Mithuna Rasi natives out there, and those who are going through Yaldra Sani as well, this would apply to you, as in if you are Magara Rasi or Dhanasu or Kumbha Rasi, or even those who are going through Sani Dasa, Sani Bhukti, get an idea of the vibration strength. Again, Sani is, every planet signifies many things. Sani is the Karagan for karma, time, metal. He represents things that are hidden in this world. Like he brings up karma. Karma is hidden, your past karma. You do not know what happens until Sani matures in your chart around 32 to 35 years of age. Suddenly you feel like an adult. You feel like your past is being poured into you. Why is that? Emissions. Again, wavelets, everything in this universe, pakumpitu, everything is vibration. So one for Saturn, another for Jupiter. So this is another NASA web page where they have a Jove program. Jove as in the old Roman, or I think it's Greek, old ancient Greek for the planet Jupiter. They call it Jove. So you see here that they have broken it down to other sound sample data, so you can play it. Again, I've given the website here. Listen to the L burst. Sounds like an ocean wave breaking on a beach. Ocean waves, again, Hindu system of the belief, the non-dual belief of existence, that God and creation is one, believes that everything is an ocean. So it's kind of interesting that NASA themselves say that this sounds like the waves of the ocean. Again, please listen to this. Go to this website, listen, and share your views and comments in the section below. Let me know what you think. Go out there, do your own research, and also listen to this video again and again. If something is not sitting well with you, you are not able to understand certain things, fine. That is the function of YouTube videos, right? You can pause, play, fast forward, rewind, whatever you can do. Listen to it many times. Also look out for my part 2, 3, 4, 5 of the Secrets of Saturn. And leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what other topics you'd like me to talk about, right? Happy to do that. So I hope you all found this informative. Again, please stay safe during this pandemic situation. Do what is needed, and God bless. Thank you, everyone.